In this video, I have another box to unbox. Yeah. What's going on, guys? Justin here, aka No Good Comics, and before we dive into this video, as always, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. So as I just mentioned, I have another box to unbox, and this box came from our friends over at Phat Collectibles over in California. They have been the kindest, the nicest people ever, and they hook me up with stuff as I reach out, and they do these cool live streams on their Instagram accounts selling books for like $5 or less, you know, a bunch of $5 variants and things like that are, some of them are normally, that cost more money. So they've been very awesome in sending me this box here, some things that I've purchased throughout the past couple of weeks or so. And I've heard that they threw a couple extra goodies in because of my birthday that passed early in June. So we're going to get into that. I do want to just take a moment, though, to thank everyone at Phat Collectibles, Liz and Jen and Kaylee and the rest of the team. Thank you guys so much. You've all been incredible people. And I love the engagement that you guys put out there with your Instagram lives. Highly recommend you guys checking them out. I'll put the information in the link below. So make sure you go check that out. So without further ado, let's jump into the unboxing. Okay, so there's a lot of books that I want to get through. I did not expect to have this many books in this box. It's really cool that there are this many. So I'm going to start off with something that I know that Liz threw in right away. She mentioned on a live stream. She threw this Mark Bagley master print. Yeah, master prints. And this is a very cool Venom and Spidey, along with Spidey and Doc Ock. Very cool little extras there. So Liz, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Diving into the books, so we'll kick it off. I mean, a lot of this stuff is Dawn of X, and you guys know how I feel. You guys know I've been reading a lot of Dawn of X lately. I love the new House of X, Powers of 10, and so I'm slowly, I wasn't reading this stuff when it was first coming out. So I missed out on a lot of these variants and a lot of these issues, so these earlier issues. So this is a really cool cover B for issue number 1 for the new X-Men that's currently running right now, which I love, absolutely love. This is a really cool I believe this is 1 in 25 is the Virgin variant by Larraz here. I actually don't know if it's a 1 in 25, but it's a really nice Virgin variant. Storm on the front there, with Emma standing behind her. It's really cool. Next up, we have Mike Huddleston's variant of Nightcrawler, jumping up over the kind of the church in the background, the fiery pitchforks underneath him. He's got his 2 swords there, and he is bamfing. It's pretty cool. Next up, just a badass Apocalypse cover. Apocalypse has been pretty, I mean, he's a badass dude to begin with, but seeing him like in a suit and stuff, I just read, what was that? I think X-Men 4 or X-Men 5, and yeah, man, that's a heavy issue. So this is from House of X. This is issue number 5 out of 6. And so if you guys haven't read the House of X, Powers of 10, I highly recommend. It's so good. So good. So I missed out on all these covers and variants initially. So glad that I was able to get these from Phat Collectibles. So the other cool thing here is this connecting variant. Let me see if I hold that up. So this is a Nakayama variant connecting cover. And I just like that it looks like Storm's like surfing there. Yeah, just a fun cover, fun connecting cover. I saw these a while back, and glad that they had those. This is Powers of X, issue 3 of 6. I know that I believe there's a version of this cover as well. I think there's a version of most of these, actually. Next up is Mr. Sinister. This is from Powers of 10, 5 out of 6. This is just a great cover here. This is issue number 4, and it's got all the team there, all the heads floating with Professor X right at the front. I thought this was a really badass cover. I've seen some people get this graded just because of how cool of a cover it is with everybody on the front. Cool purple background, kind of a universe background. So yes, very cool, very cool. Next one up is issue 4 of Powers of 10. And it's a really badass Kitty Pryde cover here where she's taking out this soldier here. And it's really cool because they show a lot of like her abilities and like how she really can, you know, beat the crap out of bad guys, especially in some of the newer Dawn of X titles. She's currently really big with like the Marauders, and it's really enjoyable. And she's becoming one of my favorite characters. And I have some other Kitty Pryde stuff that I'm going to show here in a little bit. So very cool, very badass cover. This next one is another Mike Huddleston, and this is with Samurai and Wolverine. Thought that's a really cool kind of rendition of the two. Nice background, and that is that's a issue 1 from Powers of 10. Okay, so I think that's it for the House of X and Powers of 10 variants. Now I'm going to get into, there's a couple more books here. We'll keep it with X-Men for the moment, and this is just a badass Magneto cover from J. Scott Campbell. I remember when these first came out, and I think the only one I got was Mystique initially. I may have bought the Emma Frost one too, but yeah, they had this up for $5, so so I claimed it, and yeah, glad to have that in the PC now. Switching over a little bit to some Elektra, the Elektra Saga, Frank Miller. Definitely had to have that when they threw that up on the screen. So cool to be able to claim that one. I do not own this copy. I know there's a couple of issues out for this. Never read it, but it's Frank Miller and it's Elektra, so always gonna want to have that. All right, this book is pretty hot, or was pretty hot. Spider-Woman #1 variant, the Peach Momoko variant. Yeah, I mean, they were just, I believe this was $5 if I'm not wrong. I know they have a sticker here for 15, but I know that they, again, Phat Collectibles, they were giving away some crazy books for $5. Their variants that they do almost every Friday on their Instagram account. Definitely recommend checking that out. But yeah, so really nice to have this in the collection. Nice condition, and I mean, I know there's a lot of hype around this. I'm not the biggest fan of Peach Momoko, but I don't hate it, and it's definitely a unique, you know, a unique piece for a Spider-Woman. So very cool to have in the collection. All right, so this is cool. So they just threw in, this was like last minute as they were about to ship this. I made the mistake of not being able to get my hands on Thor issue 5. I don't know if you guys know, with like a lot of the hype going on with what happens within it. I'm not going to mention any spoilers or any character reveals. And I also, for note, I haven't read it yet. But this is Donny Cates' Thor issue number 5. I was very lucky that they were able to throw this in, that they even had an extra copy. So I really, really appreciate that they were able to put this in the box as well, because otherwise I was having some serious FOMO on missing out on this book. So very happy that I have it. Thank you for that. Okay, so I have 2 more books, and the first one we're going to show is this really cool Marcos Martin variant. And this is going back to the Dawn of X stuff here. So really cool, Wolverine just chilling there. You can see my phone in the reflection a little bit. But yeah, really cool cover here. And I believe this is $5. I know it has 10 on it. I'm pretty sure I paid $5 for this. Either way, it was worth it, and it's a beautiful cover. So really like how Wolverine's chilling there. And then the last book that I have here, and I think this one I did pay 10 for. This is Astonishing X-Men issue number 6. And this is a book that I've actually wanted for quite some time. And especially as I'm learning more and more about Colossus and Kitty and their relationship that they have. I would love to dive into the Astonishing X-Men stuff soon. It's definitely something on my list. I love these two. I love these two together. And I really, really love this cover and just kind of what this shows. I believe this is a John Cassidy cover. And just love how they're holding each other here. And if you look closely at Kitty's arm, it's kind of going through Colossus, so kind of seeing her abilities at the same time. Very passionate, very emotional cover. So very, very cool stuff. Definitely going to have this, you know, plan on reading this very soon. All right, guys, so there you have it. That's a big stack of books that I just went through. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Again, a huge thank you to Liz, along with Jen and Kaylee, for everybody over at Phat Collectibles. Thank you guys so much for the books. Thank you for the great deals. And always just thank you for the awesome customer service, the great communication. I cannot recommend you guys enough. Guys, please go check them out on their Instagram account. They do so much over there. I hope to visit them one day over in California when things get a little bit more back to normal and I can go travel over there. But until then, I'm going to have to stick to the whole Instagram purchasing for now, which is working out, as you can see here. So again, thank you guys so much. And Liz, thank you for throwing in those extra pieces and kind of like the birthday gifts and things like that. I really appreciate it. And I know it was your birthday recently, so happy birthday to you as well. Guys, if you like what you're seeing here, please take a moment, like the video, and then please subscribe to my channel. Like I said, go check out Phat Collectibles down in the link description below. And until then, I will talk to you guys later.